Hey everyone. So today we're going to talk about something that's a real game changer when it comes to bone health. We're going to uncover a powerful and honestly a surprisingly simple secret to building a truly strong skeleton. Let's dive right in.
We're always told to drink our milk for strong bones. And look, calcium is super important, no doubt about it. But what if the real secret, the most powerful signal you could possibly send to your skeleton, had less to do with what you're eating and everything to do with force?
So, first things first, why does any of this even matter? Why should we be thinking about our bone density right now? Well, think of it as a critical investment in your future self.
It's so easy to think of our skeleton as just this static frame, right? Like the studs inside the walls of a house. But the truth is, it's so much more dynamic than that. Your skeleton is a living, breathing system. It's more like a construction site that's open 24/7, with crews constantly clearing out old material and laying down new, stronger stuff. And when that rebuilding process slows down or gets out of whack, the consequences are just staggering. 2 million. Let that number sink in for a second. That's how many fractures are caused by osteoporosis every single year, just in the US. This isn't some abstract problem for the distant future. It's a huge and mostly preventable health issue happening right now.
But here's the amazing part, the really empowering part. You are not just a passenger here. You can actually step in and be the foreman of your body's own renovation crew, actively telling it to build back stronger and denser.
Okay, so how do we do that? How do we send that message to our bones to get stronger? Well, that's what this next section is all about, the incredible science behind that bone-building signal.
It all comes down to this really fascinating principle called Wolff's Law. To put it simply, it just means your bones will remodel themselves over time to handle the stress you put on them. That's it. They literally adapt to what you ask them to do.
And this quote just nails it. Your body is the most incredible engineer. If you consistently put a demand on your skeleton, that internal engineer says, okay, we need to fortify this area. But if you don't, it says, well, no need for this extra material. Let's conserve resources. It is the absolute definition of use it or lose it.
So let's get into the nitty-gritty. How does this actually work? Well, when you apply force, say during a squat, your bones actually bend, just a tiny microscopic amount. That little flex acts like a wake-up call for these specialized cells called osteoblasts. You can think of them as the construction workers who get the signal, rush to the site, and start laying down new layers of bone, reinforcing the whole structure. It's amazing.
All right, this science is cool, right? But the real question is, how do we put it into practice? This section is all about your personal blueprint, the simple, actionable stuff you can do to make this happen.
Now, it's really crucial to understand that not all exercise sends the same signal. Activities where your body is supported, like swimming or cycling, they are fantastic for your heart, don't get me wrong, but they don't create that necessary impact for your bones. To really trigger Wolff's Law, you need those weight-bearing exercises. We're talking about lifting, running, jumping, things that directly load your skeleton and send that unmistakable get stronger signal.
And you know what the best part is? This is so accessible. You don't need a gym. You don't need fancy equipment. Bodyweight exercises are incredibly powerful. Things like carrying your groceries home, or just making a point to always take the stairs. Every single one of those actions is a direct deposit into your bone density bank.
And please remember this, because it might be the most important part. Don't feel like you have to do some heroic, crazy workout. Your bones respond to regular, consistent signals. A little bit of stress, applied often, is way more effective for building long-term strength than one massive effort once in a blue moon. So let's wrap this all up. Let's bring it all home. What's the one key message I really want you to walk away with today? If you walk away with just one single idea, let it be this. Strength training isn't just about building muscle. It is direct communication with your skeleton. It's the language your bones understand. Every lift, every push, every step under a bit of load is a clear instruction that says, stay strong, we need you. So I'll just leave you with this thought. The person you're going to be in 10, 20, or 30 years, they are counting on the strength you decide to build today. A vibrant, active future is built on a strong foundation. So, what's your first move going to be?